So I've been promising myself for the past 2 months that I would do a video about all the highlights of 2019, but I was so lazy and I didn't have the time, so I ended up moving it up to into 2020. So hi everyone, and Happy New Year, Happy 2020, and Happy Decade, and let's start. 2019 for me was a year of phenomenal and amazing experiences that I got to live with people who I met from different parts of the world and from here, from the homeland. And I went through so many experiences that I'm grateful for, and which I'm going to explain all in details, but as a start, I would go chronologically through time, like what I have started with. And one of the most amazing highlights and amazing memories that I got to experience was with Etuti, which is an organization that works through volunteers who are mostly young people, youth, and who do amazing and phenomenal work. So Etuti does great work here. They encourage young people and children, and they support education, and they support many aspects of life. And in March I got to experience one of the biggest events that they organize every year. So this is an annual event, and that is the E2T Annual Leadership Camp, which is a camp that lasts through the spring break for 3 to 4 days, in which youth gather from all around the country and all around the world, and in which all the volunteers of Etuti participate also in it. It was an amazing experiences that I got to live, and through it I got to meet some amazing people whom I proudly call now my friends. And it was just amazing. I mean, imagine, you never get to experience such a thing like this with a Syrian youth, where we would all gather in one place for 3 days, learn, have fun, get to know each other, get to know our backgrounds, and just socialize and mix and just have amazing quality times and share beautiful memories with each other. And in this camp, we just spent quality times with more than 70 participants that come from different backgrounds and different places. So we spent 3 amazing days in Sarsing, which is here in the Hook, and we went to the village, we stayed with the people, we mixed, we socialized with them, and we grew this strong and amazing bond with each other. And all of that because the environment of the camp allowed us to connect. It was all through the lesson that we have learned, which was about leadership, and the activities that we did, and the amazing food, of course, and meeting different kinds of people. It was all just phenomenal and just good memories to recall and remember. And I think all of this is because the co-founder of Etuti, Ms. Savina Dawood, who I'm very proud of, provided and paved the way for all of this to happen, because I think she's just an amazing Assyrian woman who've worked hard and studied and got to create something in which she can share with her own people. And to me, that is just amazing. To do a service and to give back to your own people is just a priceless thing to do. So props for her, and I'm very proud of her for doing this, and of course through the people who work with her and through all the volunteers who create this amazing organization and give it its beautiful name. So after the Etuti camp had finished, which was in March, then towards April, celebrating the Syrian New Year, I finished with one amazing experiences, and I embarked on another amazing journey with another amazing organization, which is Gishru. Now, Gishru is an Assyrian word that means bridge, and it is this annual, again, program that brings Assyrian people and youth from the diaspora, from outside of the country, and brings them to the homeland and to show them how the environment and the people and the villages, the homeland are. So I've met with them on the eve of the New Year's, on the 1st of April, and I ended up telling them that they were going to Nala, which is a place I haven't seen yet and I wish that I saw. So I told them, and they accepted me with open arms, and I ended up going with them for almost over a week, and they were so gracious and so welcoming to me. I ended up going daily with them to other places and get to experience the places that I have seen ever since childhood, but from a different perspective. I mean, getting to see the excitement and the gleam in their eyes about their own people and their villages and the children and everything they got to experience with the artifacts and the archaeological remains, and wherever we went, seeing this excitement and the willingness to learn about their own self, because not everyone is obliged and forced to do this, but they were willing to come to their own country and somewhat risk their lives just to experience what it feels like to be home, to be originally home. And so I applaud them for their bravery and for their amazing program that they plan each year. And I think some of my own perspective about my own home changed being with them, because I got to see home from different eyes, from those people who some saw it in their childhood and some have never seen, some in many, many years, maybe over 20 or 30. And a lot has changed since then. So seeing them interact with their own people, seeing them enjoy their time, seeing them sometimes getting emotional and cry was just an experience that I was willing to make. Gishru maybe was not for me, even though I participated with them, but I felt like I grew this bond with these 40, 45 people. And more importantly, I grew this bond with my own home that I didn't have before. And this reassured me and my Assyrian identity even more, that my roots are very, very deep in this ground, and I truly, truly belong here among all of us who are. We went to Nala and got to spend a wonderful 2 days there. We went to Khanas and we saw the archaeological Assyrian remains that were in there, with the sculpted relief on the wall, and we've got to experience many, many things which I'm not remembering right now. But I'm so grateful. I don't know who to thank actually, but I will thank all of them, because they were all phenomenal. They were all so welcoming and gracious and kind, and through them I just got to see my own home with different lenses. Because, you know, for someone that grew up and was born here, you know, you get to see these routines and you get to see everything, you know, in a very generic way, and you see everything as if it's normal, because this is your home and this is where you grew up, so you know everything. But from someone who is originally from here and I never got to see home or haven't seen it in a long while, I think it was just interesting to see the love and the passion and the excitement that they had for here. And many of them just started a movement and they moved back here because they were willing. So they left their home, the comfort of their own homes, and they moved here. They found homes, and they found jobs, and to me that is just amazing. So this program started a movement that isn't actually very popular around here. I mean, not so many people who actually left actually do come back, but for them to do this is so brave, risking risking your family and risking many things and coming back here and living here is a brave thing to do. So I applaud them for their bravery.
Hey! Ahele atri ahele, naharın atri ahele, ahele atri ahele, naharın atri ahele, دمن اختيره للبنوشة كلنا نقاوم تندوخ نوشة اهلي عطري يا هلي بالنهر النطري يا هلي رش مش انت رش يا امت رش وقاضانا قرب انت ايدا بيدا بجراد رمطة ردلش انت هيا قرطة رش منش انت رش يا امت رش وقاضانا
once in a lifetime experience here.
Hurry, hurry.
لقيت يا جتا نورا دنيا تضع بريشمينا ميتا يا أنا بنات رايا ميتا يا خايا أنا بنات رايا ميتا يا خايا أنا بنات رايا
I love them. I got really close to all the girls. They're just so loving and they're so excited that we're here and they want us to stay, but they're excited that we might come again next year. Not that we might, that we're going to come again next year.
ريشني بشنتي بخقليقينا بتنتيقا بنيا مطينا لحمي بيايا جتا نورا دنيا تضع بريشمينا ريشني بشنتي بخقليقينا
Following the year to the month of June, I did my finals and I graduated. And I can only say that as if those experiences weren't enough, I also got to graduate from college. Now, I graduated from University of The Hague, College of Languages, English Language and Literature department. I graduated as a third top student, and I can only say that I've been so grateful to share one of the best times of my life in college. To me, college was an amazing experience because going to college, I thought that high school was somewhat better. But as time progressed, I think college for me will forever be considered an amazing educational and fun experience, because through college I did what I desired. I always wanted to learn English, so I ended up being accepted there. I got to meet one and some of the most amazing people that I've ever met, and to whom I'm very grateful. And sharing the class with the same group of people, to my group, Group C, hey, for 4 years made us family. Like, we always went to picnics, we always enjoyed our time, we always shared amazing memories that we'll never forget. And oh my god, we took so many pictures and videos, and it's unlimited to the amount of joy we learned. Yes, to me it was a fun experience because I also learned English, because I always wanted to learn and I wanted to go to college, but also because of the many people I've met, whom from our different backgrounds and from different places, and I got to share my life daily with them for the past 4 years. So after graduation, it was like also like, I don't know, just going back to college again, and not to get to see the people who you know was just a sad thing to see. Because imagine spending 4 years in a place and you leave your mark and you spend amazing memories with them. Then you get to leave and you come back and all you see is strange faces and strange people, and you don't recognize anyone anymore. It was just something sad. So, but overall, I think throughout the many years that are to come and in the future, college will always remain a highlight for me because I met the most amazing people and I met teachers that have taught me so much. And I am so grateful to my teachers, whom a lot of them were amazing. And to everyone actually in the English department, because it's such a cool department and everyone is so open-minded and kind. So those 4 years went with a blink and an eye, as if 4 minutes have passed. But the memories and the moments that we have shared together will remain forever. Post-graduation, I think one of the challenges that face young people who are graduating now is finding a job. And I think for myself, and truthfully speaking, I had the chances and the opportunities that were offered to me, and to some people these opportunities and chances would be considered golden opportunities to be accepted in such prestigious and high institutes and organizations. But to me, I ended up saying no to some of the opportunities that people would die for. And that is because I said no to the point and to an extent where I wanted at some point to say yes, and which was not brought up. And this wasn't about the nature of anything, but it had to do more about me, because I really want to do the things that I love, and I don't want to be a part of something that I do not like. So I really want to be at my own self and my own creativity and my own skills that are hopefully going to be invested in something that I will love the outcome of. I just refuse the idea of doing something I don't like. So saying no to a few things had nothing to do about the nature of other jobs, but it was more about myself. I just ended up saying no to some things because at some point I knew that I would find something that I would love to do with passion, with creativity, and I would just love the result of and be satisfied with. I just want to mention a few names that I would really like to thank. From Etuti, I would like to thank Savina, Bahra, Doris, Daniel, who else I shall not forget, the three amazing sisters, Bahra, Lina and Maryam, and many other people from Etuti whom I met in the camp, and I cannot mention the name of it because of time and because, well. And from Gishru, I would like to thank Susan, Joseph, Melinda, the movement starter, and Miriam, and who am I forgetting? If I keep forgetting names, I would like to thank also everyone from Gishru. Who am I forgetting? Jenny, yes, I remembered. And also Robina, a special thank you to Robina because she was a mix with Etuti and Gishru. Robina's memorable, I like her a lot. And from UOD, I would like to thank my best friends from the English department. I would like to thank Kauthar, Noura, Dunya, Ma'wa, Sosan, Aya, Hoger, Intisar, Sulan. Oh my God, so many people. Ahmed from Group A, Shayma from Group B. Who am I forgetting? Oh, Abu Bakr from my group, of course. I shouldn't forget Abu Bakr. And the staff and the teachers and the head of the department of the English department, University of the Hook. Amazing. Who else should I thank? I would like to thank also Caritas because I got to spend 2 amazing months with them, and they're very organized and amazing people too. Who else should I thank? I will also like to thank my family for always supporting me and having my back, my parents. And I cannot mention any names with my family because there are many cousins and they would get upset if I mention one and not the other one. So to my 30, 37, 38 cousins and everyone in my family, I guess. And Who else is left? Yeah, to me 2019 will be remembered because it was such an awesome year, and through it I got to meet amazing people and I got to live amazing experiences with the people who I love. I mentioned experience at this point too many times. Drink Pepsi every time I say experience. But I think overall, from the fun sides that I got to live and from the serious side that I mentioned, I think it was a balance of mostly good and somewhat not so good. I would say the good part dominated the bad part because I didn't allow the bad part to take over, and we should all do that every year or every time, I guess. But thank you to everyone, and thank you to all the places and the organizations that I mentioned. You have been phenomenal, and I hope that I will participate and work with you guys in the coming future. And this was just a glimpse of how my 2019 I traveled, I went to Mersin, I got to eat. That's important, don't forget, you should thank food always. But I think it was just purely and utterly phenomenal and amazing. A huge part of, because no memory is left on the phone, so a huge part of my inspirational ending speech was gone. So I was saying, I hope that 2020 in the new decade is just as amazing and beautiful as it was for me, as it will be for everyone else watching. Hello to the 3 or 4 people who are still watching. Thank you, like and subscribe and share and follow me on Twitter and Instagram because I'm never active. My last video was on November, I guess. But thank you so much to everyone. And I hope that we all realize that life is just a mix of the good and the bad. And that's how life is. Bye, guys. I was about to close the camera and I remembered that I forgot to mention Bet Cano. Oh my god, how could I? And how dare I? Bet Cano is an amazing digital platform made by young people who are living in Qamishli, Syria. And special hi and thanks to Akat Saadi, who's an amazing founder of Bet Cano. So this platform shares all their videos for young people and children with songs and episodes that are shared in the Assyrian language itself. So they are doing an amazing job with spreading and saving our own language from extinction, and they are doing a phenomenal job. I will mention the link of Bet Cano in the bio, in the video.
هذا كل ما دام شحلف فلازم احنا دام شحلفين عندنا بنوحاته.
Goodbye.